Okay. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam,
Doktor.
Doktor.
Right. So today is our final project presentations, right? So as I put in the sharing screen just now, today is our final project presentations, which is consists 10% of your assessment. Okay. So let me review again the assessment. Okay. So that some of you might forgot our assessment. Okay, so we are now in week 14. Okay, we gone through from the week 1 to week 14. So I have another 2 more chapter to cover actually, but for exam it's only until chapter 11, right? So this one can be briefly covered later on our revision. Okay, so when is our revision? Okay, all right. Before I explain on the presentations, let us decide our revision first. Okay, as you all know that our final test is on February 8, right? 8th of February, right? So I will recommend either Monday or Tuesday lah, 6 or 7 for revision. Okay. Anyone want to suggest Monday or Tuesday and what time? For me better Tuesday lah, kan? But I don't know if you want to have your revision on Monday. So let's vote for the majority first lah. Okay, can I have a few suggestions or anyone can suggest the date for the revision first? Either 6 or 7, Monday or Tuesday, and what time? Ada tak yang nak buat suggestions?
Doktor,
Hmm?
is it possible probably after 8?
After 8,
Eight.
after 8 February, you want to do
Okay.
revision?
Okay, we exam on 8, right?
Okay.
In,
The revision is for your exam actually, right? So should be before 8 lah. After 8 tu buat apa kan?
I think probably on the 6th January. Monday.
Again, Monday, 6 January, 6 February.
Sorry, 6th February.
6 February. Okay, let me put in the chat box. 6 February. Okay. Anyone have objection on the 6th? 6 February is a Monday. So what time? What time you prefer? I'm not sure that if you have exam on that week, kan? Kalau ada exam, you should let us know. Okay, so maybe we can do at night, kan? So times is up to you to decide. Rajiv, nak suggest?
I just want to ask how actually the time period, is it 2 hours or maybe?
Yes, 2 hours. Maybe 1 hour and a half. But the maximum limit is 2 hours lah.
I think maybe we could do at 10
Again?
a.m. on Monday.
What time just now?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. Let me put in the chat box. 6 February, 10 a.m. Anyone else to suggest so that we can open the voting? Voting. Okay, ada yang agree dah. Okay. Ada yang object. Mana tahu ada kelas, ada exam. So you should inform us so that we can change the date and time. So the durations might be 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, but the maximum is 2 hours lah. Okay. So actually, I already do some revisions on explaining on the project before, right? So it's quite fast. So because why I choose this date is I can give a few tips lah before your exam. Okay, so I need to revise again the topic that we have learned and to highlight a few topics that you might need to focus on. Okay, so agree? 6 February 10 a.m.
Doctor, can we do it at 2 p.m.?
2 p.m. Okay, 6 February 2 p.m. Okay, lagi? Nanti saya buat open voting dekat group. I want to get option first. Anyone else to suggest? Yang suggest 2 p.m. ni 10 a.m. tak boleh ke, or you prefer that time 2 p.m. ni?
Preferable at 2 p.m.
Okay. Okay. So maksudnya kalau the majority vote 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. you all free lah kan? Just the preferred time. Okay, 10 a.m. and then 2 p.m. Anyone else to suggest? Or should I close the optional sessions? Ada lagi nak suggest? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Suggestion close. Okay. So later I will open vote for these two options. Okay. Please vote. The majority will go for that sessions lah. Okay. So but both times 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. everyone free, right? On the 6th. Just the preferred time. Okay. Alright. So if no suggestion else, we close the options. And then let's look into our assessment. Okay, to remind with everyone here that this is our assessment, individual and also group. So individual actually consists more on your assessment, which is 60%, 10% from the midterm, 10% from the quiz, okay, and then our final test, which is consists of 40%. Okay, so the next is for the group. Okay, group project. You have 40%, which is today is the presentations day, 10%. Okay, and then your business case is your proposal, 10%, and finally your report project plan, another 20%. So as I put the due date, okay, to submit in the future, okay, that one is for the single project plan submissions lah. Okay, but final submissions after 2-day presentations, I give you 2 weeks. I think should be enough. Should be enough time for you to do a correction or improvement. Okay, then only it's a final assessment lah. Okay, today you will get assessment for the presentations only lah. Okay, so the report and also the business case and from the presentation you can get the feedbacks. Okay, and you can do improvement, and the submission due is on the 9th February, which is 2 weeks after today presentations, right? So you can submit early lah, don't wait until the end, but I give you ample time for you to do a corrections. So 2 weeks, okay, 2 weeks cukup kan? Lebih daripada cukup kan? Okay, for you to do improvement, and if you want to review before submissions, do ask me in the WhatsApp group before submission in the future. So after you submit in the future, you already submit the final one lah. Okay. That's the only part that I can help you on the group. Okay. Right. For midterm and quiz and also final test, individual is as is it lah. But I do give you some tips as well. Alright, for today, okay. For today final presentations, this is the rubric. Okay, so there is a lots of item in the rubric. Okay, I think I put in the I'm not sure if I put the rubric in the in the future yet or not. Okay, but never mind, because I will revamp the content here, because it stated here overall presentations, hook, problem. Some of the content is repeat only. Project requirement, purpose, profit, solutions, solution impacts, appearance, timing, and grammar. So I remove timing and grammar because as I mentioned, I give you 5 minutes for presentations, and I will cut off the times. Cut off your presentations when it's exceed 5 minutes lah. So I don't need to put in the assessment. So for today assessment, okay, since we only have 10%, so I make it summary as overall presentations is 2 marks, problem 2 marks, solutions 2 marks, project requirement 2 marks, demo prototypes 2 marks, and that's consists of five elements. So each element 2 marks, 10 marks, right? So, and I added 2 bonus mark, okay, the teamwork and also the voting sessions. So others group, please do vote for others group presentations, okay, because I want others to look your friends' presentation as well, and give them a marks either 0 or 1. If you think the project is good, you give them 1. If you think that the project is not properly prepared or not well presented, you can give 0. But don't worry, because the voting is confidential. Okay, so you don't have to worry about your friends, and you don't need to negotiate with others. I give you 1, so you give me 1 back, right? So please, I I give a trust to everyone. Okay, do vote properly. Okay, make sure in your assessment, okay, in your vote assessment, please don't give all 1. Okay, all 0 tak apa, all 1 mustahil kan. Okay, so make sure lah ada yang 1, ada yang 0. Okay, jangan bagi half, jangan bagi 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. No, either 0 or 1 only. Okay, so example, first group will be present is group C1. Okay, so others group, you will have, actually we have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 group. Okay, so 9 group will be present today. Okay, so example group C1. Okay, so others group will evaluate C1, right? So each group will have 8 evaluation, 8 group lah kan, 8 group. So you are group C1, so you will evaluate C2, C3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8 and B9. Okay, so 8 excluded kan, excluded your group. That's why 9 minus 1, so 8. So after you do evaluations, okay, I only need 1 evaluation per group. Okay, so you can ask one of the representative of your team members, or you can decide decide in one group. Okay, what to give 1 or 0 in that group. You can discuss lah in your WhatsApp group, and just give me 1 evaluation for the overall group. Okay, in the WhatsApp group only. So make sure no all 1. Okay, so mesti ada 1 or 0. Kalau nak letak 0 semua pun tak apa. Okay, but not make sense lah kalau all 1. Understood? Boleh faham tak?
Okay, Doktor.
Okay,
Yeah?
Doktor.
Alright. Okay. Okay. So I will give you 5 minutes presentation. So I will cut off your presentation if it's exceed 5 minutes, and after that I will give a feedback or maybe ask you questions regarding your projects. Maximum 5 minutes or less. Okay. And I also give you 1 minute for transitions, for preparations lah, transition and preparations, 1 minute. Okay, so you might do a setup, and I will say that, okay, your time start now. So if your time is start now, you need to present lah. Okay, 5 minutes only. Okay, only one group asked me to play a video representative from B9. Okay, so others group either live presentations or you do sharing on your recording. Okay, so right guys, hopefully that everyone can do well. Okay, so like I said, that the tips is do practice or rehearsal, because um common when presentation time ada je technical issues ke kan. So make sure lah, okay, you already done the practical and rehearsal. Right, all the best. Let's start with group C1. Okay, group C1, are you ready?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, Doctor.
Right, if you ready, your time start now.
Good. Today, I, as a presenter from Group C1, will present about our project, which is Easy Clean. First of all, I will introduce my organization chart among our team members. Project manager Abdul Azim bin Muhammad Hafiz bin Hamidun as a system analyst. Me, Riko bin Rahman as a financial manager. Syarul Arif bin Roslan as a lead documenter. And lastly, Abu Bakar bin Ghazali as a UI UX designer. From this project, the problem that we identify is the current economic crisis has forced many people to work long hours, resulting in stress and overwork. Cleaning their house during the weekend has now become their low priority when compared to resting at home or going out with their family or friends. Parents who have smaller kids are in tough spot as they are too busy with taking care of their child. The limited to basic home cleaning, moving in cleaning, and spider cleaning. Upon booking and any of service or package available, the cleaner will send out to the customer's house to complete the job. From this project, there are two project objectives, which is to develop a system that is able to aid house owners to clean their house when they are too busy to do so, and to increase the profit of the existing business. So next, we go to the MOV. We define two undesired area of impact, which are customer and financial. For the customer is to create service that provide a hassle-free home cleaning service And for the 3 years, we target is 115 service booking in a month. Okay. Lastly, we continue to deliver the prototype. This is a design interface for easy claim system. First, we had a home page that had a login button and register button. For the user already have an account, they just need to click login and put an email and password and just click a login button and they will go to the system. So for the user don't have an account, they need to click register and fill a form to create the account. In this system, they provide two type of hours and a buy package. Customer want a service by hours, first click hours by and set up the hours that they want and click they need to fill up and click confirm. Be at page, they need to click a package button.
Okay. Thank you, group C1. Okay. What happened to your video? It stopped. That's why if you have internet connection, you should share the video with me, right? Okay. So thank you, group C1. One questions. Okay. We know that this system might need security features. Can I know that what security that you put in your system to make sure that there is no scam in the system?
For the mobile application itself, we applying the authentication, password authentication security. So the password, each user will have their own passwords, of course, and only a certified user ataupun or the registered user can be able to access the system. And also, the system will record all the registered users so that you will identify any unknown user or a known user.
So it's through registrations, right? So can you
Right,
elaborate
yes.
more on the approval of the registrations for the security issues?
For the approval of the registrations,
Yes, because anyone can register, right? So what make it more secure on the registration function?
the registration of the users will be monitored by our company itself, and the f- the information will be filtered by our company. So we
Okay,
will
thank you,
identify
Abu Bakar. Okay,
scammers.
only Abu
Huh?
Bakar responding. right?
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you mentioned about the registration is approval by the company. Bagi tahu lah kan, is it through the
Mhm.
identification of IC ke? Dia nak
Oh,
tengok
yeah.
kalau setakat register saja, anyone can be registered, right? Okay. Anyway,
True.
thank you. Thank you, Group
Okay.
C1. Alright.
Right. You're welcome.
Okay, I will
Welcome, Doctor.
I will review all the group later on lah. So we do presentation first. Okay, thank you, Group C1. Let's move on to Group C2.
Alright, thank
Oh, before I forgot, Group C1, can Group C1 turn on your camera again? I forgot to take a group photo of yours. Okay, Abu Bak, Khairul, Syarul. Lagi Hafiz, mana Hafiz dengan Azim? Okay, Azim. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. Alright, thank you, Group C1. Okay, Group C2. Okay, Group C2. Who will share the screen? Okay, it's already 1 minute to do a setting. Can I start your time now? I didn't see any sharing screen yet.
Kimi is still trying to present for our group.
Okay. Okay, Group C2, your time start now.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening to each and everyone in this class, especially to Dr. Asrina. So today we are from Group Alpha Century DevCo. We are going to present about smart container for surplus food management system. Okay. First of all, my name is Muhammad Firas bin Muhammad Lokman. Okay. Muhammad Emir Hakimi bin Saharum as Project Manager, Farah Natasha binti Muhammad Fuad as UI UX Designer, Muhammad Asnawi bin Adnan as Programmer, and the last one is Muhammad Aidil bin Muhammad Yusof as Documenter. Okay, next. Okay, moving on to the introduction. Basically, the title of our project is Smart Container for Surplus Food Management System mobile application that covers for the Malaysian problems on food wastage on their daily life. The proposed project vision is being and act as a link between those who have extra food and those who needed the food. Also, our project is implementing the IoT-based solution using a smart container with built-in sensors that could monitor the quality of the food donated. Next. There are three problem statements that we find. The first one is food wastage. As what I explained, Malaysia facing food wastage, which involve 45% of the trash of food every single day. The next one is the distribution of the food waste has often been hectic for an organization to think. For example, if the organization make an event or a party, they usually tend to give the food to their employees, but the excess food will be a problem as they did not know who they should give and who wanted the food. The last one is quality checking. As we all know, the excess food often are not a fresh food and easily going bad. So, quality checking of all the excess food is hard and time consuming. Next. Moving on to the MOV, there are three desired area of impact. The first one is minimizing severity of food waste for a healthier environment and to feed people in need. The second one is develop a new service in form of systematic collaboration of technology and digital application for surplus food management. And the last one is increase efficiency and effectiveness in food health, security and redistribution processes. Desired value in broadening range of information, communication, and awareness between parties with access food and those in need. Next. Area of impact for customer. To ensure that the project will be successful, within a month, there are 150 successful in system booking between users. Within 3 months, 2,500 mobile application downloads are made. In 1 year, there are 10,000 active users. And for the social, within a half a year, approximately 2,800,000 portions of food are shared. Thanks.
So next, I will present the prototype for smart container for surplus management system. So we look at the smart container prototype first. Smart container hardware is placed in public point consisting of GPS, temp and humidity, alcohol, weight, and QR sensor. Apart from a second interface and camera, a board container and the mobile application is connected through the cloud database. So next. Next. So the first one, this is our application homepage, and in homepage, there is sign up button for user if they want to become a contributor or user. After user press the button, they will redirect to form page where user need to fill in all necessary details like full name, address, and submit the form. Okay, next. So after user log into contributor account, they will just see the homepage that show the list of past contribution by the user and also show the status about the food in the list, whether it is added, delivered, or booked. Next is show the page where if contributor wants to add some food to be listed, they can go to add food page where they need to fill in some info like description of the food, its quantity, and also current location. After user press the submit button, they will receive the QR code as smart container edition, and contributors need to scan the QR to open the container before putting in the food in the smart container. After subchecking, they will receive notification about the status of the food. And next, we move on to the user's perspective. At the home page, at the home page, our user will see the list of the free food that are being listed by other contributors. And if user click the food picture, they can see the details of the food, like the quantity of food, the halal status, and also its location. So if user decided to pick food from the list provided, user will press the button, and user need to fill in a booking form and add all the details like delivery address and payment method for the delivery charge and press the confirm delivery buttons. Next. User can track the delivery order by view the location of the package that being carried out by the runner, and the user can see the runner details like runner names, vehicle names, and also plate number. Lastly, from the runner perspective, the homepage contains a list of jobs that they can accept to do. A runner can see all the delivery details like food quantity and its current location, and runner can accept the job by press the accept the button and will give the current location of the food and its details. So next.
Finally, to conclude, the smart container for surplus food management system in this project tackle the issues of Malaysia with food waste. It is also primarily designed to connect those who have extra food and those who truly need it. The project is also made to ensure that the surplus food is going to the right person, and by doing this project, it is also
Okay, thank you, Group C2. Alright, okay, I have one questions. At start of your presentations, okay, you did mention 3 problems to be solved. One is the food waste, second is the distribution, and third is the quality checking. Okay, what I can see in your prototype just now is on the distributions. I couldn't see the solution for food waste and also quality checking. Can you elaborate more on these 2 solutions?
okay. So for the food wastage, of course, that the whole system is to connect between the people with surplus food or excess food, leftover foods, and those who needs food. So the application became the, how do you say, the bridge between them. So people can how do you say, contribute the leftover food that they put in this smart container system, as you can see here, where it will that also solve the third problem statement earlier, which is the checking the food quality with the temperature and humidity sensor, the alcohol sensor, and those two, where the alcohol sensor is used to detect the level of spoilage of food. So we'll automatically detect, like I said, the spoilage, whether the food is spoiled or not. And then if it pass the, how do you say, the quality check, then it will, the data will be uploaded to the mobile application, where the, how do you say, the people who want the food, they can order through the mobile application, and by the delivery, where they have to pay only the delivery, so it saves them a lot of cost. So for example, one person may contribute like 10 packs of food that they put in the smart container, but the end receiver, they only have to pay for delivery for, let's say, 5 ringgit. I think that's, I hope that answers the question.
Alright. You mentioned food waste, food waste. What you explained just now is more on food donation, kan? Someone is donate to others and the others is only paying for the delivery charge. Bukan ni food waste. Food waste ni ialah baki makanan kan? Ha. So dia
Yeah.
to donate rather than dia bagi wasted makanan yang terbuang. Saya ingat macam you are doing apa ni food wasted. Food wasted tu baki kan, makanan yang tak habis and then you send for recycle. I was taught that the food waste lah. Tapi yang you mention ni sebenarnya ialah donations, more on donations food kan. Okay. Then quality checking just now, I know that you put in the smart container have a GPS sensor, temperature, humidity, and so on. But that one is to make sure that your food is quality. But what you mentioned here is the quality checking. So I was taught that your system can give a result of the quality of food rather than to keep the food in good quality. They are the different meaning, kan? What you
Well, the one I meant is the former, which is to check the quality, to ensure that
how
the
to
food
check the
security. So
how to check
sorry,
the quality?
through the temperature and humidity sensor and the alcohol sensor, because
Check
in
quality.
theory,
Emir. Itu to make sure that the food is hot kan. Bila you kata quality checking ni, you kena ada satu measurement to make sure that food quality tu. Apa yang dimaksud food quality? Tak semestinya dia panas, itu ialah quality of the food. You kena cari term of quality of the food tu. Adakah dia quality is measuring the dia punya fat dia ke, dia punya calories ke. Quality checking tu ni. Yang sekarang ni you mention is the temperature, humidity, weight sensor. Is this come up with the quality good food ke, bad food ke? Kan? Itu maksud saya. Saya tahulah you nak make sure yang panas, ada alcohol sensor kan. Make sure dekat food ni tak ada alcohol ke apa ke, saya tak pastilah. Tapi the term of quality, kalau you boleh define the quality punya term ni, you boleh tengok. Is it the quality of the food ni is measuring by the temperature and humidity saja. Ada tak you dapatkan term apa yang dimaksudkan dengan good quality food?
The concept that we started off with that actually to check whether the food is spoiled or not. That's what we meant by food quality. So
Itulah.
the alcohol sensor here is supposedly in theory it acts as a metrics to see how spoiled is the food is. That's what I
Yelah, maksud saya you tak ada measurement macam apa maksud quality tu, quality food. Quality food tak semestinya yang you mention lah. Dia masih elok lagi ke atau sudah basi kan? Maksud you macam tu kan? But the quality of the food ni maksud dia apa? So you should put a definition of the quality first. Baru you boleh tahu yang you ni checking tau. Checking ni maksudnya you punya sistem ni food masuk je dia boleh automatic check. This is a good food. This is food yang in what rating kan? Macam tu lah saya ingatkan. The system is automatically measured the quality of the food instead of yang you letak ni lah temperature, humidity. Orang mana tahu kan quality tu is based on what? Alright. Anyway, a good proposed projects. Okay, smart container with the surplus delivery management system. Thank you, group C2.
get up there.
Stop sharing so that I can take a pictures of group C2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, group C2. Let's move on to group C3. Okay, are you ready, group C3? Okay, everyone already inside. So your time start now.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. So my name is Fatin Hazwani binti Zalizan, the speaker of the French Boom and Co. So today I will present the Chicago Augmented Reality AR system. So firstly, I wanted to introduce about our company. So basically, French Boom and Co. is a system development company, and it is found in the early of 2021 by Muhammad Hanif bin Suhaimi, our project manager. So as we are in the information system engineering field, we can choose which sector we want to focus in. And as for now, company is currently focused in the travels and tourism sectors in order to provide our potential user an easy and convenient alternative. So our company vision is to become a competitive and dynamic company in the field of information system engineering. And our mission is to build a lifestyle that simplifies and safe. So this is our organizational chart of our project. So our project is led by Muhammad Hanif, and the programmer is Aizat Safi, me myself as illustration designer, Michelle Zaini as system analyst, and last but not least, Nur Sharafina as database administration. So our project objective is to improve the quality of the tourism sector in Kuala Lumpur in order to be compatible with the developed cities. Second is to develop a mapping-based system in order to assist tourists in exploring Kuala Lumpur City. And last but not least, to ease the tourists and the new user to find any location that is located in the system by using the system. So the problem is the physical train route maps is immovable. So it could be inconvenient for the user to refer again and again at the map board. So even though they can seek the assistance from the station assistant, it could be very time consuming as if all of the tourists or all the new user at the same time wanted to seek the assistance from the station assistant, it could be very time consuming because at one time at mostly at the most of the station there are only one or two station assistant is on the duty. And last is the inexperienced user become lost. So as I mentioned, the inexperienced user is not only consists of the tourists, but it's also the local community that is not really that is not really familiar with train routes because they didn't use the train to travel anywhere. So what Chicago AR can offer? Chicago AR can offer the AR mapping for all the train users to check their destination with the real-time updates, and also they can choose their desired destination in the system. So our MOV is for the customer, we wanted to provide a new point of view for them to look at a map by using the user perspective to ease them to find the road. For the operational, we wanted to increase the number of the user that using the system. And as for the social, we wanted to increase the safety of the passenger that use the train station. As for the desired area, this project is focused on improving the better navigation for the user. So if the user find that this system is easier to use, they will encourage other users to use this system too. So we will assume this project is successful if we have at least 30 people navigate to the train station through this platform. So as a time frame for the MOV achievement, in the first year, we are expected 20 people use the system in a month, and as the second year, we are expecting there is increment of 10 users in a month, and in the third year, we are expecting the increment of 15 users in a month. So this is the alternative and the comparison between all the alternative that is available in order to solve the problem. So through the table of the comparison, we found that the alternative 3, which is develop separate mobile application, is the best alternative as the our stakeholder wanted to focus more on the functionality and the security. So the proper solution of this program of this project. So this is the prototype of the system. As we can see, this is the home page, and this is the AR mapping features, and this is the result when the user is reaching at their destination. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Group C3. Okay. Right. Let me ask you a questions. You put in your problem, improve the quality of tourism sector. But in your result, I couldn't see that how you improve the quality. Is it using the AR, or do you think that using the AR is to improve the quality of tourism sector in the whole?
Sorry, doctor, can you repeat the question?
Oh, tak dengar. Okay. You put in your objective to improve quality of tourism sector, right? So, but in your solutions, I couldn't see any solution for improving the quality of the tourism sector itself. Can you elaborate more on this solution?
So as this project is focused in Kuala Lumpur, um, there is a transportation that using more of the most of the transportation. The most transportation that been used in KL is train. So as you can also like travel to the any hotspot of the tourists using the train. So as it is convenient and it can avoid the traffic congestion and all. So I think that's my answer.
You think, right? You think. You also not confident, right? I'm think, dia kata. Okay. So another question is, you mentioned in your MOV, you are targeting 45, exceed the 45 uh, users in a month. Okay. Do you know how many people can be get into a train in one train? How many people can get into the train in one sessions ke one times ke?
It can be up to 100
Up to 200. So why you are only targeting only 45 in a month? So what happened to the rest of others users?
because the 100 is you could say the one that the people that use to go to the work or something else or something like that. It's not the tourists. Because if they use go to the work, they might not be the person that who have to use the system.
Okay, meaning that you can say that 25% of the train users are doing tourists, are getting to somewhere else on the tourist part lah.
Yes, Doctor.
25%. Are you sure?
25% is the least.
25% is the least.
The least estimation that we could get.
Okay, right. So because as I can see that the purpose solution is to check the destination, right? Okay. Somehow people are going to work also using the apps. That's maybe the potential customer that you need to think of, not only focusing on the tourists kan. So maybe for those yang going for work, what else they can do in your apps? That can increase your users instead of only 45 per month, right? Okay, that's the potential lah and that you can look at to improve your system. Okay, thank you, Group C3. Right. Stop sharing so that I can take a pictures of your team. Mana Michelle? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you, group C3. Okay, let's move on to groups B4.
Yalah.
Okay. Group B4, your time start now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to my fellow friends and Dr. Aslina. We are from NetGreen and today we are going to present you our project that is given the name Trauma Group. Next. So the stakeholders for this project is the project sponsor, Mohsen bin Alwi. It is followed by our project manager, which is Adam bin Mista. And then his fellow teammates that is first Nur Atika binti Muhammad Razi as the US designer of the system. Next is me, Nurin Shazani binti Muhammad Hari as the system administrator, Nur Nabila Safia and Nur Haizatul Hanisa as the system developer for this project. Next. So as for the company background, our goal was to become the top IT company for the community that will offer services utilizing system and application technology. In order to improve our performance, we prioritize in fulfilling all the clients' demands. Next. So according to several surveys, the way business is currently conducted indicates that appointment for the medical checkup take a long time to complete because of the high patient load and shortage of medical professionals. The atmosphere is not suitable for elderly patients or the patients that are recovering from surgery as they require additional care from the medical professional. Lack of technology will have a negative influence on the organization's ability to provide quality services and even for the user loyalty. Next. Based on the flowchart, we can see that the current process of making appointment in the hospital consumes a lot of time as people need to wait in a queue. Nowadays, most of the hospital have to face an issue where there is an overload of patients in the hospital, which make the hospital become packed and slower in giving services to those who in need. So furthermore, there are also fresh graduates who are unemployed because they have less experience in industry, especially the graduated doctor. Due to this unemployment problem, there is a common issue of lacking medical staff to handle a lot of patients at one time. Next. So for the proposed IT solution, regarding to the current problem just now, we decided to develop an at-home medical checkup system by creating a user-friendly mobile application where the patient could do appointment for the treatment and medical checkup from their preferred location when they register through this application by implementing several IoT solutions. So, what is the unique features of our application? For our purpose application, there's a lot of features can be beneficial for both hospital and the patients. Some of the most important and unique features of the app is that it can track the current location of the doctor for the patients to estimate the doctor's time arrival. It's also able to give the shortest route for the doctors to be arrived at the patient's location at the quickest time. Next, the project milestone. The business wishing to complete the project within 48 months approximately, the project will start with the project initiation phase where the roles and responsibility of each position within the project will be listed. Next, all the requirements needed to develop the patient assistant application will be gathered and prototype will be designed. The prototype then will be implemented into a mobile application and will be tested by a few selected users. After that, the development team will deploy, monitor, and update the application. So next, we will continue with the prototype. Okay. So firstly, users need to create their account by inserting their name, phone number, and password in the sign-up form. Then user can sign into their account by inserting their phone number and password. Then it will redirect to the homepage. User can choose their desired checkups and after that they can click on the select date button to proceed. User need to choose the date, time and test that they desire to. User can also choose their current location, for example like their house. If user has to finish inserting the details, user can proceed by clicking the submit and pay button. The details of the appointment will be displayed and the user can proceed with the payment by choosing the payment method and next they can click to the proceed to the payment button. After the payment is succeed, the appointment is successfully booked. So that is all from us. Thank you.
Right. Okay, thank you, Group B4. I like what you do, your presentations. You have the background. The most I like is your prototype demo. Okay, so you show us how to navigate, how to use your apps. Right. One question for me. Okay. Can you show me again your uniqueness? Okay, you have a lot of uniqueness. Okay, I'm not sure that which one is the normal features and also which one is the most uniqueness because you mentioned that all these are uniqueness, right? Okay, so can you tell me which is the best features in your apps and why?
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Adam. Proceed.
Okay, for our team, so basically this application actually the best feature actually one of it is actually the gift shortest route. So why? Because the gift shortest route, for example, so it comes to health. So when it comes to health, so example there's a need emergency. So emergency basically it's already know that we have apps like Waze. So basically just integrate it into the team, into our application. But the difference is when the staff and ambulance, in case they're going the staff using the ambulance, so they know what's the condition of the patient is it the if you know about the light of the color emergency, so red is a very 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 fatal, so it near death. So if a green is is still normal, if yellow is a papa 50-50. So on the way along the way to go to the patient's house or the location, so the staff knows if it's know by the what you call using the IoT technology, knows the current condition based on the what we call it, the blood pressure, uh the oxygen level, so using the IoT technology lah.
Okay, what happened if you mention that the shortened location is the best features? What happened if there's a nearby doctors in the nearby place, right? But the availability of the doctor is not available. So what happened in your system?
So, so when it comes to the availability of doctor, so this actually as already mentioned in our group discussion. So it's actually the choice of the doctors, of the staff. So if if he's willing to go, yes, the doctor can go. But if he still doesn't, it means that it's not a mandatory. It's up to if the doctor has the empathy to go help using their own vehicle. And the doctor and the staff actually know there's a alert notification where it's tell, okay, for example there's only about 100 meter away, so there's a red color emergency. So what happen is the doctor or the staff actually can go, but if he or she willingly to, but if not, the near hospital will go to the location instead. Is it clear, doctor?
Clear, but the solution is not so good because if they are willing to go, right? um, because we know that sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, la hospital is very busy. That's why you propose this system actually. But when you mention that it's up to the willingness of the hospital to accept or not, wow, okay, you know what I mean, right? Okay, so based on willingness, right? So if that is on the profit, maybe macam Grab kan, if they don't want to go to your place, they can reject something like that. Is that a good solution? Right? Because this is emergency, right? So because you said that based on willingness or empathy of the hospital. Alamak, takut saya. Okay. Alright. Thank you anyway, Group B4. Overall, it's a good presentation and project. Just you did not mention the MOV in details lah, but you did show the milestone only. Thank you, Group B4.
Thank you, Dr.
Next, Group B5. Sorry. I forgot to take a pictures. Okay, pictures first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Again, one more times. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Group B4. Let's move on to Group B5. Okay, is it my screen or everyone's screen have? Okay, now it's appear. Okay, group B5.
B5.
And start now.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Hello, we're from B5 and we're going to present to you regarding our project Homestay Melaka. So the problem that we're going to solve is that the hefty key handling and also utility supply access in regards to during the homestay rental system. So the solution that we offer is that to develop a homestay booking system with a security system implementing Internet of Things technology. So what differentiates our system from other systems is that we provide devices such as key case lock and also water and electric supply lock. So using the IoT, from afar, landlords can access it whether to lock it or to not lock it. So our MOV is that in 3 years, we target to achieve 26 night house rented in a month for 30 houses. So now moving on to the, excuse me, but this one and also, so now moving on to the prototype display. So as you can see over here is the landlord view, and on my left side is the renter view. So if the landlord does not have any account yet, he can click on here, fill in the form and click on the sign up, verify his email and then log in. So now as you can see here is the home page. So for example, first he need to edit his account, so update. Then at the home page, he can tap on the plus button to create a house record and fill in the form, all of the information here and add a picture. Then he can click on create. Then he can see his apartment record over here. So to see the details, he just need to tap on here and see the details below. So to the main function of our system, which is connecting the Bluetooth, simply tap on the switch over here and then the system will then prompt the user to ensure that the case is turned on. So then searching. So once the system has found the device, then you can click on the connect. So once connected, you can go back. So here you can see the lock key case IoT feature is enabled. And next for the electric or water access, do the same thing. Searching, and once it's found, it's connected. Then you can go back. So to turn it on, tap on the switch and the system will then notify you that the key case has been locked. And same goes to the water and electric access. So back. And as for the renter, if he does not have any account yet, then he can do the same, which is click on the renter, sign up, fill in the form, verify his email, and then log in. So, yeah. So here you can see the bookings and also the filter search and other houses. So to start renting, he just need to click on the house and then he can see just how much is it monthly and if it's available for rent. So before he rent it, he need to like message the landlord first to see if it is available. So once he said that yes, it is, then he can start renting. So click on the rent and you can fill in the form and click on request. So here you can see the booking status is actually pending. So then at the landlord view at his homepage, then he could see the rental list that there's someone who wants to rent his property. So he can either reject or approve it. So for example, he approved it. And then at the rental view, he could see that he could make his payment already. The payment over here will be generated one by one, month by month. That is why you can see here is only deposit and only month one. So for example, he should be renting it until December, but like for example, it's April, but he wants to cancel the booking, it's allowed. So then from the landlord view, he could see that the status is rental cancelled the renting. So, which is normal. So then the landlord can log out by simply clicking on his account, go down and log out, then you will go back to the login. And same goes to the renter, click on account, down here is log out and back to login. And that is all from us. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you, Group B5. Okay, I like the demo that you show us just now. Okay, one questions. The only bother me is the simple form, which is, you know that your registration is quite simple, right? You know, when you want to do a rental, there is a lot of IC, any proof of the details of the rental and agreement that need to be signed in and signed off. Okay, so I was wondering, so is your system secure, and how you make sure that your system secured if it's just a simple form?
Are you talking about this sign up form right over here?
Yeah, sign up.
Oh, as for this one, since it's a prototype and I didn't really think it through, but we're planning on adding some more attributes later on. Like maybe,
Right, okay. Okay,
there's some other one.
of course, that's a prototype, right? But you need to think of the requirement also, because we look into the security system when you do a rental. There is no scammer, right? No people have that issues. Okay,
Yeah.
only the requirement part lah. Okay, overall,
Okay.
it's a good system, and I like that you have the shutdown system. I was wondering about durations, and that your presentations added the durations and the cut-off system, which is good. All right, thank you, Group B5.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
Do you think that this project overall, like making a system and also including the IoT devices, which is the key case lock and also water and electric supply lock, could be more than maybe 900,000 project? Like the overall cost, does it worth that much or it should be less?
It should be less, because we know that
Ah,
the IoT projects, you can DIY currently, right? And the system using a Raspberry Pi or others IoT system that you can customize, you can get cheaper lah. So just maybe you need to think of the security issues, like I mentioned, that the detail of the procedure of rental, you might think of lah just now, just a simple kan, macam you cakap, it's just a prototype, but that's part of requirement that you may not think of detail, right? Okay, so I don't think it can go into 90,000s. It can be less than, because currently the password security system on the door itself, you can get I think less than 100 if you can buy the the what we call it, the Raspberry Pi, the system itself lah. You can get from the China. It's quite cheap lah. Just you know how to figure out setting up it is only the issues. Like if you hired others, you outsource the project, it might take 1,000 lah, right kan? Kalau you have the expertise, so I believe that it practically can be applied. And I didn't ask you the detail of how you implement the IoT, but I believe that it's a practical can be applied in the project as well. Okay.
okay, doctor. Okay, thank you, doctor.
Okay, maybe you need to look into your financial part lah kan. Itu sajalah. Okay, kalau because if you put the system too expensive, I don't think that people want to apply it if it's too expensive lah kan. So show your expertise lah. You can have a system that DIY ke, you buat macam tu kan. And you can selling the package lah, which much more cheapest. Okay. Boleh lah, tapi
Okay.
taklah sampai 90,000, banyak sangat tu. Sistem boleh nanti you calculate balik. You boleh lah try to do a survey on the IoT tu berapa saja, because some of my project before lah ada dia buat security on what you mention ni, lebih kurang lah dia guna sensor kan. Actually this one is more on sensor lah. Tak sampai begitu banyak mahal sangat lah. Okay, alright, taking pictures first. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, Group B5. Let's move on to Group B6.
Okay. Share.
Okay, Group B6, your time start now.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. So, okay. Wait. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from TechWave from Hotel Assistant Application. So we have a group member which is consisting of our project manager, which is Muhammad Razif bin Yusri. Then we have Umi Syahira binti Muhammad Sabri, which is security steward. Siti Farhana binti Muhammad Tajudin is a business steward. Muslim bin Alwi, which are project officer. Me, myself, and Muhammad Zafir bin Rasmi, which is assistant technical steward. And Nurul Syahada Cover binti Muhammad Yusri, technical steward. So, TechWave. Okay, TechWave is a software development company that specializes in creating a custom solution for businesses founded in 2022 by experienced members from Jasin. Our mission is to help organizations streamline their operations, improve efficiency, and ultimately drive growth by providing high-quality, customized software solution. Meanwhile, our vision is to become a global leader in providing innovative software solutions that empower businesses to achieve their goals and stay ahead of the competition. So, and then, sorry. And then for our stakeholder, which is Swiss Garden Hotel Melaka. Swiss Garden Hotel Melaka is a modern luxury hotel located in the historic state of Melaka. The hotel is owned by Swiss Garden International Group. It has offers a 306 guest room with a well-appointed facility as well as adjoining a shopping complex. The hotel is situated close proximity to the historical tourist sites. So, and then the current situation they are facing their manual registration process and the traditional method of operation. These methods are time consuming and prone to errors and leading to delays and frustrated guests. To solve the problem, we propose uh, to solve the problem, we propose to create a mobile application that will assist hotels in maintaining a high level sorry. Maintain a high level of service and the customer. The app will provide a room personalization for guests and greater accessibility for room control, ensuring that the services completely meet the needs and expectation of the customers. Our solution includes the use of IoT technology to improve efficiency and reduce error, provide a guest with a more personalized, convenient experience, and improve operational efficiency and reduce the cost of operation. Reduce cost for the hotel. So, and then moving on to the timeline. So our project is planned to start 1 week after the proposed, and we will be analyzing project requirements for 2 weeks. Designing the system will take up to 2 weeks and constructing the prototype will take 2 months. We will be testing the prototype for 2 months and presenting to the client and launching the system. We'll be launching this 2 weeks after finishing the testing prototype, and we will keep you updated on the progress and any changes that may arise. We hope that with this system, it can help our stakeholders to gain 70 booking rooms in the first year per month, and additional 30 bookings in the second year, and 20 additional booking in the third year. So these are the main features for our system, which have a smart check-in, personalized hotel rooms, and mobile keys. So moving on to the software demo prototype. Sorry.
Okay, next I'm going to demonstrate the prototype of our project. As you can see, this is the initial page of our system. After installation, our user will click on the Get Started button to continue their check-in process. In the check-in page, guests will need to enter their name, phone number, signature, and press the check-in button. The pre-requirement in this process is the booking details. User won't be able to check in if they did not book for a stay there. Once they have inserted their information, they will need to scan their ID or passport for identification purpose. And once the guest info is verified, they will be able to access the room. Control feature. Click. As you can see, there are several features guests can control, which are the room temperature, the lights. Here, they can adjust the light intensity. Click. The light intensity according to their preferences. The curtain. Guests can close and open the curtains remotely and also set the time automatically open or close the curtain. And then the hotel can also eliminate the usage of physical room key, because this system will also provide the user with mobile key, and there is also an emergency call button in case of emergency and they need immediate help. And lastly, guests can simply check out by clicking check out. And the system without having to queue at the hotel receptionist counter. And that's all from our group. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Group B6. Okay. Before I forgot, since I saw in Group B6, you put a project sponsor kan? Datuk
Yes.
siapa tu? Datuk tu is owner of the Swiss Hotel kan? Datuk Saipul Bahri ni siapa?
Actually, we have made some background organization in the Swiss Garden Hotel. So Datuk Saiful Bahri is one of the actually
Lah kan?
organization
Owner dia kan?
Ah,
Okay, I will rather you put the stakeholder name lah, Swiss Hotel only. Don't put the exact name kan. Manalah tahu nanti tiba-tiba Datuk Saipul ni bila masa pula saya sponsor project ni kan. So put the hotel name. And another one group before, I think group before yang put a project sponsor which is one of your team kan. So your team is a project ni lah, project team member kan. Bukan one of the sponsor yang tu kena tukar. Yang tu memang totally salah lah you punya project sponsor. You don't have to put your project sponsor, or if you want to put, just put as the organization stakeholder. Okay. Alright, hotel assistant application. Okay. I like the idea. Just the bothering me is your notes presentation just now. Kan Haziq present ada keluar notes pula. Then
Yes.
memang nampak lah he read through the dialogue, the script, nampak sangat dia baca kan. So tengok ada pula scripting dia dekat sebelah dekat situ, kedapatan dia. Okay. Alright. So that's bothering me, and I couldn't see the content behind the notes. So can you go back to your problem just now? The current situation tadi. Current situation first. Swiss Garden still using manually registration. Okay, next, your problem. Hotel still using manual, poor customer experience, manual hotel registration process can be costly to maintain. Okay. So you are proposing a keyless kan? Macam keyless lah. Hotel assistant applications. Okay. I have experience using a keyless key, okay, which is some have good experience, some have bad experience. The bad experience is the system is not function well. So I don't know who I need to refer, and it takes me wasted of time of me lah, to wandering to figure out the owners and so on. So if that's happened in your applications, what is the solution?
Okay, so basically, for our project, if that happens to you, doctor, so basically what we are going to propose is actually, we are having the administration or the front desk people to have actually trained them to basically involve in actually the system development as well, not directly in the programming terms, but also have in actually the improvement or the software refinement. So basically, not directly the front desk or front person can actually repair it at the moment, but actually to take note and to make sure that they will get to us as our software company will actually check on later, because we are having with the hotel as a 10-year up contract basically. So we want to ensure that this project could actually help the hotel in terms of what we call it, the best experience and best quality for the customer itself. So we want to ensure that probably after a week or probably after two or 3 days, the problem will be solved for the hotel itself, because we want to ensure that the customer will get a 5-star experience in our hotel, in the hotel itself.
So you mean the customer will directly ask the programmer to solve the solution, is it?
So basically, not directly a programmer, but the front person of front desk to
Oh, front
actually to
desk.
get to
Okay.
know on that. So basically,
So,
we want
meaning,
to
if I want to do a check-in, okay, so I need to go to the front desk first, okay, and then download the system, and then only I can use the keyless. Still go to the
if there
counter,
is
is it?
if there is a problem with that, but in terms of reservation or registration, it should be done online. So if there is a problem, they could actually meet the front desk of front person.
Okay, so ada juga counter lah dekat situ maksudnya. Okay.
Counter problem. We
So,
cannot avoid that situation. I believe that we can actually help to solve the problem.
okay. But still you go back to the manual system. I was taught that you will say that there is a SOS. Tadi saya nampak ada button SOS.
Oh,
So that SOS function tu
yes.
tak apa. I thought that one is to trigger out to get helping from the front desk to come to your place instead of you go to the front end kan? Front desk.
We I believe that this XOS functionality is not only it's not mainly on the function like what I call it this small issue, but rather than onto the probably the life or death situation. That's kind of XOS meaning that. So it's not mainly on the I think the issue on the application itself. So if there is any issue on the application itself, probably we could actually, yeah, that's a good idea if we can add up maybe a review box, or I will say a feedback to the application itself. Maybe we actually miss that on that part. Actually, the front desk or front person can actually see the feedback and actually react to the what customer want, as we want to serve the best for our customer, our client.
Okay. So another things I need to comment is on your user interface. Okay, user interface ni. Okay, did you do a review from the current or the existing system in the market? Do you think that your user interface need to improve? I know this is a prototype, right? Okay, but do you think that it should be improved?
Uh,
I think it should be improved to make the user experience to make the user experience better.
Okay. So the idea that you put a lot of sensor dekat lampu, dekat kunci, dekat curtain, sampai ke curtain you letak sensor. oh, it's taking a quite big cost. Okay. So later on I will look into your financial part lah. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Group B6. Let's listen to
Doctor,
teacher first.
Doctor, I want to ask something.
Okay.
For the financial part, especially, we actually have what we call big dreams, to implement the IoT itself. So we actually have a summarization of probably a high budget to apply, especially in the Swiss Garden Hotel, which is 5-star hotel. So it could take the cost up until 400 to 500,000 to actually to develop, to train on overall cost, and also to actually maintain the system itself. So is it find it suitable, or is it the 500,000 nearly amount is actually kinda doesn't make sense?
It can be because you have a lot of sensor, and you also include the training part. It can be, and you focusing on the 5-star hotel, but
Yes,
do they want the system or not is up to the hotel kan. Okay,
after
but
that.
maybe you can put it as an alternative of budgeting. You can customize the package. Some of the hotel might not until curtain pun boleh tutup sendiri kan. Macam pemalas betul penyewa ni. Sampai curtain pun tekan apps untuk tutup dia kan. Scary lah pula kan. Okay, maybe that's the alternative. You can put alternative packaging, can be customized lah. So even though it's a five-star hotel, so the rating of 5-star hotel is actually based on the security. Kalau you tengok, kalau 5-star hotel ni, kalau dia dapat 5-star ni, ialah dia punya security. Kalau dia masuk lift tu, dia kena tap in dia punya card, macam tu tau. Dia on security, itu yang dia dapat gelaran 5-star sebenarnya. Okay, so bukan tutup curtain automatically, itu bukan dalam kategori 5-star. So maybe because of your aim is 5-star hotel, you need to think of the proposed system is focusing on the 5-star level tu lah, on the security tu yang penting kan. Instead of dia tutup curtain tu, you boleh tukar kepada security, macam the apps can taps to the, ataupun QR code kan, I don't know, taps to the lift to go to the dia hotel instead lah kan, dia room kan. Itu yang lebih secure lah. Itulah saya kata, you tengokkan rating 5-star tu ialah apa, and then your proposed system should be in line with the rating 5-star tu. Barulah ngam kan, sistem manual transfer to automations. Alright, so thank you group B6. Let me take a picture first. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next time Haziq pastikan dia punya scripting tu tak keluar sekali. Okay,
Alright, Doktor.
1, 2, 3. Alright, thank you group B6. Let's move on to group B7. Okay, group B7 ni, you have internet issues because I think your screen have some technical problem due to internet ni saya rasa. Biasanya ni internet issues ni. Dia macam ada empty space tu. Ada overlay tu. Okay. Alright. So group B7, your time start now. B7? Siapa yang tengah sharing screen ni? Shoki ke? Okay, this time I should be fine. Alright, so your time start now.
Try to build tracking system with using IoT oriented e-commerce for HM print. So let's take a look with our team members. So before we proceed to the content of this presentation, so here are the team members among our teams lah. So the first one we have Luqman Shakir as the project manager. The second one we have Muhammad Shamidani as the system as the documenter. The third one we have the Naim Muwah as system analyst, and the next one is Muhammad Shoki as lead programmer, and the last one we have Moklis as the system designer. So next we move on to the introduction. So for the introduction, I will briefly explain about the background of the company and the current business process and the target market. So for the background of the chosen company,
HN Print is a company that sells custom university t-shirt in Malaysia, such as University Technology Maras, UiTM, UKM, and others university lah. So this company also provide customized clothing service according to the customer request. So actually, this company has been established for almost 2 years lah already. So for the current business process, this company has registered agents to market their products to student and the public. So for each shirt being sold, the agent will get the commission of RM6. So next for the sales management, this company use WhatsApp, spreadsheet, and Linktree and Jobform as the platform for sales management. So for every notification they have, they will spread the notification in the WhatsApp and Telegram channel. So, and for the target markets, this company target to market the products for the student and university in the Malaysia. So next. So as we already know about the current business process, so actually all the process can be handled properly until the increased demand of the products affect the business process. So here are among the problems faced by the HN print company due to the increased demand of. Yep. Sorry. Okay. So the first problem is doesn't have a proper system to manage their business process. So of course this might happen because they receive their orders by WhatsApp and records the sale by filling the form in job form. So the next problem is crowded office with paper sales reports. So uh, So actually, they write the daily, weekly, or even monthly of the sales in the paper and storing it into the files. So what happens when the demand is increased? So the office become crowded with those paper lah. So the next problem is tracking system have been done manually. So when the customer have the inquiry, have the inquiries lah about their parcel, about the purchased item. So they need to ask the agent via WhatsApp or Telegram to know about the condition of their parcels. So next we move on to the um, opportunity and proposals IT solution. So as we've discussed about the problem statements, so we already know that every problem has their own solution. Like even in the Quran itself also said in the Surah Al-Inshirah verse 5, with every difficulty there is a relief. So the solution we propose to the HN company is to be an app tracking system for e-commerce. So HR tracking system is an app-based system that will be developed for the HN customer where they can track their order easily and more conveniently. So the HN tracking system will allow the customer to receive their tracking numbers automatically without any interaction between the agents and also the staff there lah. So lastly, this system will provide the push out notification for notifying the customer use. Okay, so what is so special about our HN tracking system with other e-commerce platform? So the first one is we have the real-time alerts and notification with applying Internet of Things in HN tracking system. So besides tracking the orders, customer may order the product service just like the other e-commerce application. So So as we know, every system has their own methodology, right? Or every software have their own methodology, or we call it as software development lifecycle. So this model will help the stakeholder to illustrate imagining how the system development should be done by our team. So therefore, for our HN print tracking system, we decide to use the waterfall model. So this model has the 5 stages, which start with defined requirements. The next one is design. The third one is implementation. The next one is testing, and the last one is maintenance. So every stages need to be done respectively, just like in the chart given before proceeding to the other stage. So thank you for listening. So let's proceed to the prototype demonstration.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, Abid, to Dr. Asilna and to all my fellow friends. So now we move to the prototype. This is our system prototype. So
Okay, thank you, Group B7. Your times is up, even though I put extra 1 minute for you. Okay, okay. Tahu kan masa dah tamat dah sebenarnya. So just now, when you mention about your team members, okay, please assign one of the project manager. Tak ada kan? You tak ada put a project manager. Okay. And then in your problem, you mention of the office is crowded with a pepper. So I was imagine that the pepper is the people inside of the office is covered by the pepper. Is it? No, right? So you mentioned about the manual is taking is manual system is is an issues lah. Is an issues that you want to reduce the paperless kan? Paperless kan? Alright, nanti buang je lah yang crowded tu, to not a good problem to be stated lah. If you put a manual system pun dah enough, okay? And you propose a tracking system, okay? Actually, because you don't have enough time to show us the demo of your prototype, okay? Can you explain a little bit about your tracking system?
Siapa? Dengar ke? Dengar. Okay, so for the tracking system, we install we use the IoT to implement the system lah. So the IoT we track the parcels and it will inform the customer or the agent or the staff about the tracks lah of the parcel, the purchased item.
Or who will update the tracking system?
The system itself.
The system is updating them. The system itself update, or is it the delivery person who update in the system? Kan delivery tu lah kan. Okay, alright. Okay, what happened to Shauki? Why Shauki have internet issues there and did not use a background?
So untuk internet issues tu saya tak boleh connect dengan wifi UiTM. So untuk background ni saya tak tahu tapi memang tak boleh tukar background sebab dia cakap your system device doesn't meet the requirements. Untuk WebEx.
Siapa yang cakap tu Shauki? Dia cakap
Yang cakap WebEx lah sebab kalau buka background sini dia ada mention you cannot use a virtual background because your system doesn't meet the minimum requirements. Masa nak ubah background ni.
Okay. Alright. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Okay, saya ingat last minute sebab when you do a presentation just now, you have internet issues, satu one thing. Another things that you apa ni tadi? Okay, another thing is the apa ni the time limits. Okay, the time limit is exceed for over 5 minutes. Okay, ada buat practice tak? Ada buat rehearsal tak before the presentation? Tak ada kan? That's the reason why lah you did not limit the times kan? So you just present je. That's very very ni lah danger lah if you only given 5 minutes, 3 minutes to present your idea and you exceed the limit kan? Alright. So make sure lah next time when I ask you, that's why I repeat saying that please do rehearsal so that you know you will enough time to present everything. Okay? And yang awal-awal tadi sebenarnya tak perlu pun. You banyak mention yang benda yang tak penting yang awal-awal tu. Okay? That's you can skip actually, and there is a lot of you punya scripting pun tadi appear kan. Nampak sangat baca scripting. So you don't have to read all the script actually. You just mention that our team is consists of how many people, and what is the reason of proposing this project. Just a simplify of what you explained. If you are doing the project, you should know well about the project. So you without the scripting, maybe you can put a point form if you might forgot some of the point kan. Tapi kalau you put a text macam tadi, you attend to read the text tau. That's will exceed the limit lah. Okay, thank you group B7. Okay, before I forgot, take a picture first. Forgot take picture first. Mana tadi missing? Lukman. 1, 2, 3. Besar senyum Naim. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Thank you, group B7. Okay, before I forgot, group B6 just now, you have 6 members. Shuhada not appear in the screen. What happened, Shuhada?
Oh, doktor, sebab saya punya Webex asyik reconnecting. Jadi dia ada masa tadi mula-mula dia boleh, lepas tu hujung-hujung tu dia dah tak boleh nak buka kamera.
Tapi itulah sebab saya cuma open kepada yang those open camera kan. Jadi saya tak nampak you appear. So you ada lah dalam apa ni, dalam kelas ni kan. Okay, just to make sure that you attend the class lah. Okay, because if you did not attend the presentations means you did not get the class lah. Okay, alright. Okay, just to checking. Next we go for group B8. Okay, click present. What happened? Okay, so group B8, your time start now.
Let's take note of a project that we learn to I will let me explain a bit about our company background. So, like I know, it's located at Hayagaya Gateway, IoT as a new tool. Right now, we only have 10 employees since we are a startup company. Okay, we move to the problem that our company that identifies with they do not have a proper platform. First, students do not know whether the bus is still operating or not. Students also do not get a proper schedule from the UITM that they can trust. Students do not know whether the bus they are waiting for is full or not. And lastly, students do not have the cash to make a payment. Based on the problem, the project objective is to create an efficient method of implementing the bus schedule by developing a smart bus application using IoT technology. After we have analyzed the problem, we have chosen several features that suitable for this project. The features are display bus number, bus route, bus timing, GPS tracking system, and lastly, current number of passengers. For the budget analysis, the payback period is 1.17 years. That means that the length of time required for an investment to recover, and the NPV is 24,619. That means that how much the money a project will gain in terms of today funds. Okay, we move on to the prototype. When the user open the application, it is required to user to sign up and log in. After that, the user need to enable location to make the GPS function is can operate. After that, the user can click the bus to make sure that the user know how much the time will arrive and the estimate time the bus will arrive. After that, the user can search. After that, the user can search for the location that they want to go. And then the user will know the bus information and know the available seat, how much the seat that available for this bus. The user can make a payment by using this application. For example, the user choose a Visa to make a payment. That's all.
Okay, group B8, actually you have more than 2 minutes times to present anything that too short, and you might miss some of the contents kan. Okay, tapi ada 2 minit lagi so sebenarnya. Okay, anyway that you already done the presentations. Okay, the prototype just now. Okay, I think it will be better if you have more how the system works kan, because just now is on the apps. What is in the part of the bus? Kita tunjuk yang IoT dekat bus tu, because this will work in both your apps and also in the bus kan. Bus punya function macam mana pula kan? So it's a good way lah you show both system function well. Is it there is a mission in front of the door ke, macam selalu kalau dekat Jepun, dekat Korea lah kan, or dekat Singapore, we need to touch the system in the bus first kan, and then the system works kan. So that's the lacking on your presentations. Okay, just now just mention about the apps. Okay, and because you did show us many of the issues scattered by the student kan, tapi tak nampak you solve one by one lah, on the just a simple prototype. Okay, alright, so one questions for you. Okay, how do the student know that the current locations of them when they get up in the bus? Because just now you just mentioned the total times and also the time je kan tadi, time saja putting in your summary of the locations. So how do they know the current location that they are now?
When the student enter the bus, so when the student see the application, the student can trace the bus with the bus plate that will appear in the application. So the student uh, can
The student can know where they were actually at.
Because in something system similar system like this one, so you should have a point kan, point destination. You cannot just simply stand in everywhere and then you cannot jump in the bus, because you need to know what station you are now, which station you need to go, right? So macam the good thing about your proposed solution ni kan, satu is availability of the seat, yang tu yang saya nampak. Okay, tapi the whole of the implement of the project tu dia macam lacking lah, tak nampak macam mana it works. Okay, kalau macam yang the current yang ada dekat macam saya cakap Singapore, Korea ni kan, the system is only at the bus, the IoT tu, dia tak ada apps. Okay, so we are using our own Google Map kan, kita search sendiri, but there is a point-point yang ada dekat situ. Kan? So that's why saya tanya macam mana nak locate current location tu. Okay, is it using your apps tu ada features yang ada current? Sebab just now just put the time, the overall time that you will reach the destination instead of what is your current location and how long it takes and then how much will be cost you, macam Grab lah kan, macam tu lah. So sebab tadi you punya screen tu tak nampak the whole function tu, tapi the idea saya nampak lah the availability of the seat tu, tapi tak terlalu detail dia punya explanation on the prototype. Okay, that's why you tak dapat markah penuh untuk prototype lah, because tak nampak the whole process of the system works. So maybe what you can improve on your report later on, nanti tunjukkan detail macam mana it works lah. That can improve on your reporting part lah. Remember to cater all the problem, because you put a lot of problem tau tadi. So the solution should be cater one by one of the problem. Okay? Okay, thank you Group
Okay,
BA.
Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Taking a picture first. Kenapa Afika tak ada background?
Saya sama macam Chelsea, tak sampai dia punya minimum requirement.
You punya you ada internet problem, nampak macam your sound is quite far macam tu kan, tapi you are the one yang present. You should ask others yang ada good connection kan yang present. Okay. Alright. Another one more shot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you, Group B8. We have last group, which is Group B9. Okay, let me share a video from Group B9 first.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are from Group B9. We present about Clinic Registration Management System. So this is our team members. I am Nur Anishan binti Ali that will represent my team in this presentation. The content of this presentation is the problem statement, the purpose or objective of our system, the scope of the system, our target market and the stakeholders, and lastly, our system prototype. Now, let's look at our problem statement. First, the patient needs to go through the manual registration. It is considered as time-consuming because the patient has to wait for their turn to register one by one. Sometimes, people don't line up properly, which can cause things to get out of order. So we propose a solution that solves the problem. We develop a system that improves the patient registration process because patients do not have to queue and wait for their turn just to register, and it is more organized. And it will enhance the efficiency and reduce delays with the streamlined workflow. Now let me introduce the scope of our system. We will provide a system that can be directed to the clinic registration management system by scanning a QR code that can help patients to register for an appointment. It will simplify the registration process, and also it will save user data record in database. This means that the registration is checked automatically by the system and not by the staff in each appointment. The system also provides alert message. It will inform the patient with what they should do, such as alerting the patient that they can now enter the doctor's room, or they can go make a payment at the counter without the need for the clinic staff for calling their name. Next is our target market and stakeholder. Our target market is the patient who are for the first time or who have already dealt with the clinics. And our stakeholder is the government or the private clinics, patients, and the clinic staff. And the last one is our system prototype. First, scan the QR code that provided by the clinic. Then it will be directed to the clinic registration website. There is two options: log in for the patient who already registered their name or account at the clinic, and sign out for the patient who are first time come to the clinic. Imagine if we are the first time, then click on the sign up. Fill all the form required. And click on the register button. It will be directed to the login page where the user need to fill the IC number and the password in order to log in the page. After the login, it will show the home page where it has a 3 buttons: Meet the doctor now, Manage account and history, and the navigation bar at the bottom, which is Home, Notification, Account, and Logout. First, we try Meet the doctor now button where this is the main features. It prompts user to fill in the reason to meet the doctor. For example, fever. Then click Submit. It will show that the user has successfully set an appointment with the doctor. It shows the details of user waiting number and the number in queue. Then it's up to user what to do. Let's say the user wants to view the home page. Then the user can tap on the home button. While waiting, the notification alert can alert when it is user turn. For example, the user notification when the user turn to meet doctor. Then tap on OK. Other than that, the notification also give user instruction such as ask user to settle payment and medicine at the counter. This is the example that notification will alert. Other features is manage account, where the user can update the information of their account. Let's say that the user want to change the password. Then it also has history, where the user can track their history using the website at the clinic. Then the last one is logout. The user will be directed to the login page. That's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Group B9. Okay, only one question because we already 4 o'clock. Okay, how you get the requirement?
From Q&A and Google Form.
Who you are taking you are distribute the survey the questionnaire just now?
To the patient.
To the patient, right?
Yes.
To patient, because the booking system just now is not from the stakeholder, right? Means the clinic itself, is it? Right. So you are
Yes.
looking on the patient side, but you are proposing this system to the clinic. So you should ask also your stakeholder instead of your users, kan? That's the only the questions lah. Okay. Sebab tadi saya tengok dia punya booking system tu, saya nampak macam simple sangat. Is that how the manual system is used currently? Rasanya lain sikit kot, kan? Lain kan? So you just taking taking a registration without asking or considering the clinic punya exactly form tu, betul tak? Kan, alright. Okay, thank you. It's already 4 o'clock. Thank you, everyone. Okay, overall, I like all the presentations. Okay, one questions. I hope that one of the projects is not from your FYP project. If there is a FYP project which is betul lah, okay, do let me know if one of the group is using FYP punya project, okay. But I hope it's not, because your FYP project mostly is on proposal, kan, tak ada lagi. Tapi I don't know if there is FYP proposal doing in this project, let me know, okay. Report to me lah, okay. It shouldn't be in your FYP project. So overall, I like all the presentations, all group, okay. So with that, I have already the winner. The winner is from group B4. I give full marks for group B4, 10 out of the 10. Okay. Oh, before that, I forgot to take picture for group B9. Group B9, seorang lagi siapa? Siapa yang tak ada? Iman Shazwan. Turn on camera sekejap. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Thank you, Group B9. Alright. Okay. So congratulations, Group B4. I give you full marks, 10 out of 10. And second place is Group B5. I give you 9. Okay, 9 out of 10. And last group is from Group C3, 8 out of 10. Okay, others group mostly get 7, 6, and only last group only one group get 5. It's from group B7. I think you know why you get B7. Okay, you might not have enough time to present your prototypes. That's one of the assessment kan. Itu je lah. Okay, but anyhow you can ask me to check your final report. Okay, and only don't forget to send everything, your presentations, your video, in one folder, zip it, and then submit in your final submissions. I will create a final submission instead of the one that you already submit. Okay. Put everything there, and if there any improvement, so your mark will be changed on the on the reporting and also on the proposal. So again, I will give you a chance to improve your BC as well if there is a need to change. Okay. Overall, thank you for today presentations. Don't forget to sign attendance. So we have last more meetup, which is our revision class, which is to be decided later on. So all the best for your final exam, and I wish you all the best for your next semester as well. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Bye bye. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.